This is a bit later than usual. I'm sorry, but I had something to take care of. So, does it look correctly? Because to me, at first, it seemed to work strangely. Okay, hello everyone. No, it seems to work. No, okay, good. Because my provider, since yesterday, has been having problems. I presume because they're giving away unlimited traffic to everyone due to the pandemic. It's one of the biggest providers in Italy, and so basically they're overloaded. I think they did a longer step than they could actually, and now this is Italian saying. I don't know if it works in English. In any case, they did too much. They didn't have the infrastructure to be able to afford it, and so yesterday basically few things worked during the evening, and this morning I thought I wouldn't be able to stream, but actually no, seems to work. You tell me, if it looks really bad, I might end early, but I hope I wouldn't, because yeah, since I'm here. And I wanted also to test the new plane that I unlocked yesterday playing with Nix, so let's see how it is. I got a lot of credits. Hey Cody, hi! Hello there. Thank you for showing up. I'm a bit later, I'm sorry man. I'm sorry, I had to buy the groceries, which in a coronavirus affected country becomes a bit harder than you would expect. Basically, you have to queue. To queue, what's the English word? Like 5 people maximum per supermarket, and yeah, everyone watches you like basically you're a wolf. They're all scared that you might be the one to carry the infection. It's a strange atmosphere, I tell you. Very, very strange. Never seen anything such in my life. Wow, I can test drive a shitty, what is this, an Hammer vehicle? Well, thank you, Gaijin. You're too kind. No, I won't choose a crew for this. I don't care for it. Hey, James. Ah, you did, okay. Yesterday... Hi, Mark. Hello, everyone. Yesterday, James... it ran perfectly. I could play on the Wings of Liberty server perfectly, but of course it could have been because there were like 3 people in all. There were 3 people online, so yeah, that probably helped. And what did I want to do? Ah yes, buy the new plane. I can now afford a very strange and big thing. Namely, I could also pick the higher rated Bearcat, but rather than go for the same thing again, let's buy this Among Us beast. But I need more money to put it into service. 90,000. Eat healthy and wash your hands. No, I did. I did as soon as I was back home. And then, I touched the shopping cart. No, gotta wash my hands immediately. I can afford it, but not put it into service. Needs more money. Well, let's make the money then. At this point, I would go with Japanese, to tell you the truth. But let's do it, see. 3.7. 3.7 is good to me. Eating healthy won't be a problem, it seems, because contrary to my expectation, actually, the supermarket was loaded. I thought to find like an half empty place with nothing on the racks, but actually it was full of stuff. Let me see. James is telling me that he destroyed 18 ground targets, static aircraft, static vehicles, heavy objects. How is man? What happens when you release a 500-kilogram bomb in a hangar while crashing into it after it seems like an eventful sortie, man. An eventful sortie indeed. Let's start with the 0, a classic. We will be the Japanese today. No, Ivo. Me too. I'm also in quarantine. We're all quarantined right now. And you're from the north of Italy, right, Ivo? It must be even worse. And how can you not touch the shopping cart, Mark? How? Indeed, you gotta touch it, otherwise you won't be able to buy the groceries. But yeah, I can see your point of view. Many people seem to be finding themselves in the same outlook as you. There were many scared people, really. But the strangest thing, it's a bit surreal, no? Now, in Italy, you usually don't see many people. Veneto, you're having bit badly. Here in the center, Italy is not as bad. But you see these empty roads, no? Like 3 people, the entire road, space 100 meters from one another. And they still wear the surgical mask, like for defend themselves from who, basically. Strange. It's really something you don't see in this. I carry what I can in my arms. It's not a bad idea, probably, but I had to buy a lot of stuff. I don't live alone. We had to buy stuff, basically. There was no other way. So we needed to use a shopping cart. Also found some difficulties to put it into the small car that we use. We have a smart car, so we really filled it up. No other way. It's a strange atmosphere. Just do online shopping, get stuff, yeah. Only problem, you know what it is, gents, that people are like Amazon, you know? You will do the online shopping on Amazon. I saw my neighbors buying stuff on Amazon, but now they are back order for like 2 weeks. You can order whatever you want, but they already tell you when you're doing the order that it's possible that anything you order won't be actually in stock, and they would have to contact you and tell you if you want a substitution or nothing at all. So yeah, I made my calculations and I thought if I go to the supermarket, probably I can at least be sure of what I'm buying. And yes, Italians are strange. Go and tell them to stay at home, and they go all out together and work. Yes, but I think today you're starting to feel something different. I didn't go out these past few days. Today I had to, and there is a very very strange atmosphere. This is something that hasn't been experienced by anyone since I think the times of the war, even before it. I don't think the Spanish flu. No, the Spanish flu was the one that was very bad. No, I'm thinking about the Asian flu, the one that came later. It wasn't this bad. This is worse than that. It's in between the two, probably. It might get worse. Saw a few people wearing masks and then pulling them down to talk to their friend. That's funny, giants. That's indeed funny. But you see a lot of people wearing them. Today, almost everyone had it. I felt a bit left out by not having it, to tell you the truth. But besides, I mean, it's not like I was close to anyone for any extended period of time. What am I tracking here? Probably someone landing. We're too much in friendly territory. Let's move to a position of hunting. I got a hand this morning, otherwise when will I fly the tiger cat? And no, yeah, lest I repeat myself, actually it was a pretty short experience. Went straight to the supermarket and back. But you can start to feel it even here, where still we don't have that many cases, so I can only imagine. I start playing now, but today I want to start grinding Swedish. I want the new jet. They're sold out here as well, yeah. You want to play with me, Ivo? I can switch. We go Swedish with something. No, if you starting from zero, I can go Swedish with you. We both use the biplanes. Could be fun, I guess. Why not? Why not? Sounds interesting. If you want to participate, destroy the bombers. Look at this. Well, the Zero is not the worst bomber interceptor. Bomber interceptor. Yeah, start Discord. I'm gonna start it real soon and then I'll invite you. Just make me do this sortie. Okay. You know this guy, Shigeki was. Okay, you start the game, then I come to the main menu and we go with the Swedish biplanes. Sounds fun. I hope we can find an open match though, man, because it's so low ranked, they seem to be hard to find. Let's hope so. Let me do this sortie, shoot down a bomber or two, hopefully. I hope I don't get shot down instead. This one is going down. And I lost a wing, yeah, because I forgot that, of course, this is a Zero. You don't go negative G with a Zero like with the Americans that I was flying yesterday. How many cases in Italy? We are like 10,000, I think, 10,000 cases. Is this like Ace Combat in gameplay? Depends. You can play the arcade mod, Mark, and then it's very simple. You can play with mouse and keyboard, and this is a bit like Ace Combat. If you play simulation mod like I was doing, you gotta be careful. Like as you saw, if you go too much, you do a dive like that with a fragile plane like a Zero, you might break your wing, as I promptly demonstrated. Okay, Ivo, I'm starting Discord so we can go together with the Swedish biplanes. Let's do it. It's not like I was off to a wonderful start, so no problems there. It will be more fun to play together. And I see you are online, and I will invite you to my Discord, indeed. And which should be this one, yeah. War Thunder. Invitation. I already see you are online. I think your name is Ivo. Is this one? Yeah, yeah. Invite. Okay, so we will have Ivo with us real soon. Let me engage some kind of switch talking. Hey, hi Ivo.
Hi Jacopo, how's it going?
Oh, pretty well. Okay, everything fine. Uh,
Nice, nice,
nice. Let's play together finally again.
nice. Finally,
Yeah,
I
today.
just have the two reserve plane of the Swedish.
Perfect. No, me too. No, but it will be fun, I guess. Why not? It's fun to play the vibrance. Let me associate some button to. I wanted to have a button to do the switch to talk so I can engage the viewers if they speak to me. Check,
I
check.
can see only one enduring.
Okay. Ah, good, good. Hurry up when.
It's
Okay, no, before it
Vietnam,
closes. Okay, so reserve planes Swedish. I'll do it. Let's do it. Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah, sounds interesting indeed. Okay.
Let's hope. I hope to find something because I don't see a lot of confrontation.
No, the low rank one are not easy to find. They're not easy. Yeah, Cody, 10,000 cases, really. It's
Mm.
terrible.
We can try to open a lobby and hope someone come.
You want to be squad leader? I'll make you squad leader since you seem to have a plan, so I can finish configure Discord in the meantime.
Okay, okay,
And I'll put
perfect.
myself in ready state while I go and do it. I wanted a button to. I think I have it. Disable microphone, enable microphone. Yeah. Then why doesn't it work with my joystick? Let me see. It's this one. And it has to push this button. No, this one. Okay. Okay. Yes. No. What is this? Check, check.
Okay.
Okay, you hear me? Perfect. Like
Yes,
this.
yes,
You
yes.
don't. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready when you are. Battle starts in 1 minute 60. It might be difficult to find someone.
I hope to find someone.
It's
I've
difficult.
created this session with the Americans, British, and France versus all the other nations.
Well, it could work. They're the most popular. You put there the most popular.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it doesn't matter if the mission starts with only one people. If we have to just grind, we can kill bots all day.
Good idea. Yeah, it might turn into an interesting stream. Why not? Why not? And Jens is telling me, looks like bomber engagements in Battle of Stalingrad. Get anywhere near the gunners' fields of fire. Oh shit, where's my wing? Yeah, indeed. They have these gunners that are so damn accurate. No, but I wasn't shot down by the bomber in any case. I broke the wing of the Zero because I was flying it yesterday. I was flying the Mustang all day with Nix, no? So I went and flew like a Mustang in a Zero. Of course, when I took the steep dive, the wings break. And it's not as sturdy. Unfortunately, I'm still new to the Japanese planes. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be starting, unfortunately. Doesn't seem to be starting.
Nope. If you want, we can wait just 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, at most, since I'm streaming, I would go back to the match with the Japanese if it really doesn't start. I guess you can join that, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It could work. Mark Pryor. Ace Combat was maybe my most favorite flight sim. The physics and gravity were relevant in flight. It was a fun game, yeah. Have you played the new episode? It's a cool game. Ace Combat 7, I think, we're at it. I bought it on Steam at release, and it proved quite a cool game. It's got an anime style story that not everyone likes, but to me it seems pretty fun. And also the action's cool. The action's cool. I see you left the game actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's another match.
Might be your best bet. Yeah, I wouldn't want to keep the watch waiting. I
If you
have
want, you can join the Vietnam match.
the one with the
There's
Japanese.
nope. There's Russian vs Swedish and Americans. You can join that, and
Go against you mean?
no, and I will wait for some enemy to come, and then I will join with you. I don't
Okay,
know
tell
if you
me
can see
exactly what I have to join. I left the squad. Tell me where to go.
Okay, so open air simulator battles.
Uh, which nation should I pick?
Swedish.
Ah, still Swedish. Okay. And during confrontation Vietnam. Ah, this
Yeah,
one.
join that one.
Ah, seems like a
And
good
when
idea.
someone come to the other team, I
Okay,
join
no,
you.
it's a very good idea, and thanks you for giving me the priority of the streamer. You know, man, I have 10 people, they're gonna leave if I don't start playing, you know
Yeah, that's no
how it
problem.
works. And sorry, man, I have to
Oh,
go.
wait, I can join with you. So we are
Perfect.
4 versus 1.
Ah, nice. Even better. Sometimes it does like this. So, Swedish biplanes, never flew them. We starting from, I already loaded. I would go probably Echo 3, I guess. Why not?
Copy, I come
Uh,
with you.
and of course everything stock. I can only spawn one of the two biplanes because the other is a premium. Ah well, this doesn't look back. Here you are to my left.
I'm on your left.
What a strange engine configuration. What are all these bulges along the coal? It's a radial, but like completely exposed to the elements, maybe to make it cool easier.
Yeah, that's really strange.
It isn't, huh? And also good visibility. If you fly the Italian biplanes, basically you can see shit ahead. This one isn't like that. Looks like a fun plane. Reflex sight, I like it on a biplane, a reflex sight. In VR it makes a big difference because in VR to use the iron sights is actually difficult. I don't know if you ever tried. You have, I think you told me you have a
I
track.
have the iron sight in this one.
You do, so it's not the exact same plane. Let me see what you're flying. You're flying the J6B, indeed. Mine is the J8A. It was the default one.
Wow.
Well, they're similar in any case. They seem similar.
Yeah. Let's try to go to the battles.
I'll follow you. You
On
seem a bit
Delta 2.
faster in any case, so go ahead, I'll follow you.
Awesome. 200 kilometers an hour, very fast.
Well, depends, of course, for its age. Probably would have seen blistering speed, like blinding as much as lightning and so on. Okay, gents, see you later. See you later. Once they quarantine you, we can play together during the week as well. Unfortunately, he's in Great Britain, they're still not quarantined. He's not as lucky as us.
Lucky with the, I don't know, le virgolette.
Yeah, no, we quotation marks, yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The
Indeed.
plan is to go to the battles and kill some OBG.
Yeah,
Some,
artillery position, I
artillery.
don't know, yeah. Howitzers, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Should be doable. Yesterday I was playing EL2 Stormwick in the morning. Stupid me, completely empty server. In practice I was strafing all day long. There were no enemy planes whatsoever. Unfortunately, it's a much less popular game. Unfortunately. I don't know if you play it.
Yeah,
EL2 Stormwick.
I have IL2, but I prefer War Thunder because there are a lot more
That's
planes.
one thing. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
the game is a lot faster.
Yeah, true that also, yeah. But mostly it's more fun. It's most fun most of the times. Somewhere when it works is awesome because you have an immersion that is incredible. The graphic is better, and also probably the VR support is better. It has a better sense of proportions in VR.
Yeah, that's
But you waste a lot of time. You're always flying to objectives, and then you have to go back to cash in the points. Here it's always shoot, fight. It's more fun. That's the truth.
true. Yeah, but I have a lot of friends that played War Thunder,
Uh-huh.
but now they all play IL2, and they always shit talk about War Thunder. I don't know why.
It's
I don't know
typical.
why.
It's typical. They get a bit. They feel superior when they start to play. I know some people
but
that are like that.
I tell you, they do this just because they are noobs in War Thunder, okay?
But
They can't
but
kill
true,
shit, so
absolutely.
they tell everyone, "Oh, War Thunder is shit." But
No, but I tell
actually,
you another thing. I think War Thunder is harder because the people that play it are more good at playing tactics in general. I see much more skilled
oh, two enemy
tacticians.
coming, two
Yeah.
enemy coming.
There's actually there's the ground attackers here. Some old ass
There is an
Russian.
I-16 behind you.
Oh. Well, then I guess down. I guess I was attacking that stupid ground attacker. Ah, okay. I just noticed, thanks to this guy that damaged it, that they do indeed have a canopy on this biplane. Yeah, I'm inside glass.
Wow.
Yeah, how strange. Okay, there was an I-16 behind me, and now I'm a bit damaged, but not that much. I'm still
He's
turning
flying
into
around you.
things.
He's flying around you.
Okay. Shit, the I-16 will be much superior to our biplanes.
Break now, break now.
Doing it.
Nice.
I'm
I'm
safe.
following him. I'm following him.
Okay,
but
now I
I'm-
see him. He left my 6, right? I think, yeah, and I
Yes.
see following him. Good, good, good. And unfortunately, another one is behind. Oh shit, this is starting already to be difficult. Okay, I keep turning in every direction at once, since it's all biplanes
This
are
iron
good
sight
for.
is awful.
I know, I hate them. You
I
play with
can't aim.
Trek ER, right?
Yes, yes.
So you have the same problem as VR. You have to actually use the iron sight, meaning to keep into alignment, which isn't the easiest thing in
Yeah.
combat.
Exactly. Ooh!
You
One
got
down.
it? I see it. It's going down, yeah. I'm turning with the other, but of course I'm down with energy. Unfortunately, I-16s are a bit of a tall order against these biplanes. They will be much superior. Good thing there's
Yeah.
no players.
I see the other one.
Yeah, chasing, but I'm not that fast. I wonder why. Okay. I'm still shooting the guy, not hitting, of course, but I see you are in an advantageous position. Well, let's
Yeah,
keep
but
turning into it.
I can't see him anymore.
I do, I'm following.
Oh, okay. A player has come, so the bot just disappeared.
Well, one is still here. I'm actually chasing him. I'm shooting him presently. Almost hitting, but not quite. Damn, the guns of
I
the
cover you.
biplanes are also very inaccurate. He's not that much faster than me, Actually,
Yeah.
keeping up pretty
Anyways, this biplane is not so bad. I played the Italians and the other nations biplane, and they are not stable. This is a lot stable.
well. It's true. It's stable, but the Italian biplanes are faster, I think.
Yeah. I agree.
Which now here would be useful. I keep hitting this thing, just not doing much to it.
Yeah, you just have to aim a little bit in front of him,
Right? Okay.
a little bit more.
Okay. I'm still chasing and chasing and chasing and gaining. I will in
He's
the end
smoking.
be so...
He's smoking.
Yeah, I'm so close that I cannot miss anymore. And
Nice.
yeah, okay, enough. Yeah, it
Nice.
felt good. I'm a bit damaged, but still got ammo. I don't know. How far is the base? Not that far. I will go and repair, yeah. I will go and repair,
Okay,
unfortunately. Also, yeah, I shot a bit. I best do it. Not a bad first impression. Also, I like that it's got a canopy. Only now noticing it. It's the only biplane that does it. How strange.
I think maybe the British have some biplane with.
I never
canopy.
flew them. Okay.
They're beautiful. The British biplanes.
I can imagine. They were
They
much
have a lot of biplanes.
they were much ahead in technology at the
Yeah.
time. I wrote an article the other day about the acoustic localization devices they had on the south coast of England. Even before the radar, the British already could detect planes at a distance. They had some incredible listening apparatus that was made from like giant gramophone horns. It was a very interesting topic to look into. They've always been ahead until at least the middle of the Second World War, when then the Americans probably overtook them. But still, the engine, not the Merlin engine, many things from Great Britain at that time were ahead of the times. But also, to me, it's been a bit of surprise. I haven't been a great student of the planes of that year, on this era, until I started playing this game basically all day long. But the Italian planes were very good. Our aviation probably didn't do that much just because we didn't produce many of them. But for instance, the Macchi C202 was as good as the BF in many ways, and perhaps maybe even better than some models of it. So yeah, Italians tend to underestimate their history in this respect, as many others. Almost to the airfield now.
Yeah, in
landing.
fact, in the end of war, Germans take the G56 and they take the plane and put it on German facilities to study it.
You see, no, I didn't know about it. The G55
And,
never saw it before this game. Actually, it's an excellent plane within this game.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The Reggiane is awesome. Reggiane never heard of it. Italians don't know their own planes, basically, but they were
Yeah, just because
hella
they
good.
made just 5 or 6 planes.
Yeah, probably that's a factor, indeed. That could be a factor. Okay. Touching down. Finally, everything takes longer in biplanes. I think yesterday I finally understood the Mustang playing with Nix. Is very good
Oh,
with it.
really?
Yeah, the point of
That's a
the
beautiful
Mustang
plane.
is you don't turn, you just go straight. That's the thing. It's like an early
Yeah, just
Davidson,
go
but
straight.
just go straight. You attack the enemy, you attack straight. If you don't kill it, you still go straight all the way back to the base and try again.
Exactly.
That's the thing. But you choose your own fights, so it's got an upside as well. It's a pretty interesting plane. Very
And it's the
different
same with the
gameplay.
later models, of course.
Yeah, I'm still
You
trying to
all
experience.
fly those planes all at the same way.
Yeah, it's typical. But it's a very American doctrine, no? The
Yes, yes.
P-38 is the same thing, and the Corsair too. The Corsair, I've had some luck at low altitude with the Corsair, but you still don't turn with it. About the Hellcat, I'm not sure. Because, yeah, I want some turn combat with the Hellcat, but it's not supposed to turn, right?
Oh, excuse me, I was killing
I
this
know,
plane.
okay, I was busy killing enemy.
Can you ask me again?
No, okay, I'm taking off again. No, I was asking about the Hellcat. Is the Hellcat supposed to be a turn fighter, actually? I don't know about it.
No. Just
No, it's really.
another go straight plane.
No, because sometimes it performs a bit better in that role. I see you already have 3 kills, man. Already have 3 kills, amazing. I see the airfield is under attack, the one to the east of my location. I'm in here, by the way. Where are you?
I'm here. I'm coming back
Oh
to the
shit, I
base.
was looking at. Okay. I was looking at the map, I almost went sideways because of the torque. Okay. While you come back, I'll check the base to the right, which is currently under attack. Let me see what we have here.
Okay, copy. Anyway,
Swedish
the Hellcat
biplanes.
can turn like a 109, so
Like a 109. Ah,
yeah.
so it can sometimes compete with them. No, because I
Yes. The
did.
problem is when is rolling. Rolling is better the 109.
Because it's got short wings, I bet.
Yes, but in the if you can take the 109 in a lower speed,
Ah,
you can fly better than 109 because 109 has so
ah, I
little
see.
wings that at low speed he can't really maneuver well. So if you have a Hellcat, you can outmaneuver him.
Interesting indeed.
Also, the 109 can't extend flaps fast.
Ah,
So
it's
he,
slow with everything, also the gear. Yeah, I remember this
yes.
point.
So if he want to turn fight at low speed, he have to extend the flaps, but he's really slow to extend. So in that time, you can kill him.
Interesting idea. By the way, does this pipeline have flaps? Yes, mine does apparently. I don't see them, but they're there. Ah, on the top wing, yeah. Pretty big ones too.
Wow, mine doesn't.
They're fairly different. We are completely different planes, it seems.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. The base is no longer under attack. Let's try to rejoin. Call your location.
I'm landing right now.
Okay, I'll overfly the airfield so we can go together.
Copy.
And I see you landing, indeed. Will you be playing this afternoon as well? Because Nix will be there, he told me.
Yeah. I'm free all
that
day.
will be
I can
cool.
play all
Yeah,
day.
like everyone in our damn country. Not damn country, damned country. Like it's a doomed country right now. The wall of it seems. My God. All day long. You cannot turn on the TV without being somehow scared by the news coming in one after another.
Yeah.
More cases, more deaths.
I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's boring to stay home. I don't know what to do."
Oh,
I know what to
to
do.
do, yeah. And also, not the thing that makes me almost angry are the people posting on Facebook to look cool, something like, but I have to stay on at home. I'm so glad now if I can read a book, I can write my diary, I can play board games with the family, and no one even mentions video games because video games apparently they kill your intelligence, they make you stupid. stupid. You mustn't play video
Bullshit.
games when you're at home. It's the last.
Bullshit.
I play an instrument, no? I can finally put everything in order in my wardrobe. No one ever will admit that they're playing video games all day long. But they're not just playing video games, no? They're playing something like Fortnite. They're playing stupid video games. So
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
actually a good reason for them not to say. I no longer see you. Are you supplying?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
took off.
And well, I cannot see you. Where are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I see you.
No, okay, then it's all good, I guess. Now I see you, yeah. It's
So
got misty.
all my female friends were saying on the social, "Oh, I'm bored, I'm bored." So we, me and my friends have a channel on Discord. We invited all the girls and the guys on our company, and we start some how can I say, I giochi quelli da browser games.
Browser
Okay, we
game, yeah.
started browser games, and last night we play all night together in
Which
the
game?
Discord channel. That was amazing. With all
I
the
can
girls of the
imagine. That
company.
never played a game in their entire life, I bet.
Yeah, exactly.
What
For
game
the
was
first
it?
time they were in the Discord
They have no
channel, all
choice.
playing
Now we
together, they were
now they
just,
see
"Oh
that
my God, that's
we were
amazing."
right. We were actually getting prepared for the pandemic ourselves. They are the unprepared ones. Which games were you playing?
It's te lo spiego in italiano, è quel gioco dove uno disegna e l'altro deve capire le parole.
Ah, carino, sì.
Sì, sì, no,
Like
ma semplice.
Pictionary and like
Pictionary,
Pictionary.
yes, simple, a really simple game.
No,
but
it's
a
fun
game
to
that
play with friends.
everyone
Yeah.
can play. So
No, certo.
even a girl with a stupid laptop with no
No,
graphics
of
card can
course.
play that.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Good choice. I tried to start something similar in my office when I work in the office, but apparently no one was game. They just have so many preconceptions, especially people that are above our age. Unfortunately, they don't
Yeah.
understand what a video game can be, what it really
Exactly.
is. There's also this stigma about gamers being sad people that always stay alone, that don't look for social interactions at all, which is completely the opposite of what gaming is
Exactly.
today. It's a big force that brings people together. Look at the quantity of convention events, tournaments that have had to be put on hold because of the pandemic. Probably the video game sector is suffering more than many others. And this tells the story, really. It's no
Yeah,
longer a
exactly,
thing
exactly.
for that you do at home.
Also, videogames, come si dice, sono per la competizione.
Yeah, they
Cioè,
were made for it,
so
indeed. For
for the
competition.
competition, you want to find someone else to
play
fight,
with.
to play. So
Oh, there's someone
is a way
strafing the
to
troops. You see it? I would say 2 o'clock to your orientation.
yeah.
Down
I'm
low
watching
on
him.
the deck.
I see someone at 11 o'clock, really low.
They were orange tracers, but we're against China. China, what color tracers has China?
I think green. I think.
Then it must be a friend, because it's on the front line, so it could be either actually. Okay, coming back to
I
your
see
location.
someone here, really low.
Okay. Yeah, that one. That one was strafing the troops. But they were orange tracers, and also it's in enemy territory, so probably it's a friend. Probably. Not 100%.
But let's go there anyway. Oh, I see another dot
Yeah, there's 2
coming
actually.
from the lake.
Then 3. Okay, now I see all 3. One on the lake, the other is to the left of the first one we saw.
Okay,
and
the problem I think is our crew that is level 0, so we
Yeah.
can't see above 2 kilometers.
So that's the reason things appear suddenly. I didn't know it. So
Exactly.
awareness is important for simulation models.
Exactly.
I thought I
It's
had some
una-
strange visualization bug coming from the fact that I play in VR. No, actually, it's intended. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm diving
So-
for these things, and yeah, one is meeting me up and is shooting me. Unfortunately, it's a monoplane, so I'm turning into it because, of course, he won't turn as well as me. And in fact, he's not turning at all.
Okay, I'll watch your
I
footsteps.
blacked out from like a 0.5 G turn because still the crew is like level 0. But I can follow this Russian plane easily, and indeed I'm shooting it. Let me
Nice,
kill
nice.
this thing.
I'm watching your back.
Almost hit him, not quite. These weapons are inaccurate. You gotta shoot a lot.
Oh, he's smoking. He's smoking.
Smoking, yeah. And I'm following. He's accelerating towards the ground, so he's doing the right thing. But also he's turning, so not completely right. And okay. He seems to be spinning, so either
Nice. He's dead.
he's dead, okay. Sometimes they start to spin because they think it's evasion in their mind, no? If I spin 360 degrees continuously, he won't be able to hit me. I've seen it happen, so I wasn't sure it was that. Because unfortunately, the kill feed is out of the field of view when you play in VR, so you don't see it as easily. You have some downside. I see a busy movements down towards the ground. Are you down low? Yes.
Yeah, I've just killed one, and the other two
Good kill.
are friendly.
Good kill. Okay, so both friendly. P26B? Okay, coming back to your direction.
Copy. I'm behind you. I can follow
Okay,
you.
okay then. There's a big formation in front. What is that? Cover the bombers, protect the light convoy. No, we don't have a destroy air objective. One thing I like about biplanes is that they got a lot of ammo, luckily, because you gotta shoot a lot with the inaccuracy of these weapons.
Yeah. But this is not so bad. These
Biplane.
MG are not so bad for killing biplanes.
No, I'm finding this plane to be good, yeah. Indeed. There's been a bit of a power creep, I think is the term. Meaning that each nation they add seems to be a bit better than the previous ones, to make it more interesting for people. Mostly to make them spend the cash to further their progress, because if the new nations weren't as good or even better than the previous one, no one would grind them. Possibly, it's a thing that comes from the fact that it's a freemium game in the end. You cannot overlook this fact. That's the only great advantage of Sturmovik has, probably. Everything is done for the purpose of simulation and not necessarily the balance or the monetizations of features.
But I think that in War Thunder, the balance of the planes perspective is not so bad. I think the nations are a lot balanced.
Their balance, yeah. There are several interpretations, no, from which this could stem. I mean, it could be a good thing for a game, but also is it good for a simulation? Because in real life, they wouldn't be this balanced, possibly. This is
Well,
hard to
I
tell.
always hear that Americans on rank 3 are a lot of shit. Okay, they just can't win.
No,
But
it's
the
not true.
problem,
They're very good if you use them well. That's not
yeah,
true.
you
They're
you
difficult
have
to
to
use
use
because they're
you have to
different.
use the plane in the way the plane
That's
want
true.
to go.
Yeah, you're right. This is true. Absolutely. No, but also, like I was saying, no, probably this is harder than Sturmovik because, yeah, Sturmovik is harder to keep the plane in the air, but the minute by minute combat, you just engage and have a certain set of things to keep in mind. Here you have to understand many more concepts, including the synergy of the various planes. Just because there are so many, it's already more difficult. Like in Sturmovik, only recently they added the American planes, so yeah, now it's a bit better. But if you play the Battle of Moscow or Battle of or Stalingrad scenarios, which is all you're going to play all day long in any case if you go online because it's got such a small player base, you only have to keep in mind the synergy between the Russian Yak and Lag and the various BF models. So it's more simple by definition. Here,
Yeah,
anything can happen at any time.
there are not a lot of plane models, so
Yeah. No, and also, no, another thing, bigger player base in general means more good people, more people that are good at the game. That's something that one can see easily if you've been playing games for a long time, no? And you go back with your mind, like when Counter-Strike had 3,000 people in all online at any given time. It was extremely easy to come in a match and win. Go try play competitive in Counter-Strike now. You're going to find people that are amazing, that basically kill you the moment they see you. So it's the same with a simulator. If a simulator is played by thousands and thousands of people, they will be, on average, more good. So it makes for more difficult gameplay.
yeah. Hey, Jacopo, I see someone following us
Me too,
behind
me
us.
too, me too, turning.
I'm
Yeah,
braking.
indeed. And one is coming fast, by the way. Below cloud altitude.
Yeah, but I think it's a biplane. Yes. Oh,
They
is
could be the
one of us.
the two guys from before, yeah. P26B, that's my biplane, I think. No, it's another again. Yet another, I don't know it. The P-26B-35. Carrying bombs. It's a
Oh, wow.
bomber biplane. Let me see this thing.
Amazing.
Well, at this rank, maybe also the ground targets will be easier to destroy.
You want to try to go to the convoy?
Ah, can we damage it? Well, yes,
I
why not?
think the artillery we can damage it.
Let's
It's
do it.
behind the
Let's
enemy
do it.
airfield,
Yeah.
so
We will probably be attacked by the base defenders, possibly 4 of them.
let's pass on the left of this airfield, okay?
Seems like a good plan. I'll follow you.
Copy. I'll keep smoke on so we can
No, but they
stay
follow
together.
you easily, don't worry. With VR I can look in any direction anytime, so it's easy to see
Perfect.
where you are.
So I see that this plane is not heating up too much.
It's true. Might be a cold map. No, Vietnam is warm actually. No, it's warm.
So maybe the cylinders are not covered for a reason.
Right. Now I'm checking my coal. It's different from yours actually. Mine has a coal that covers the cylinders. At least in part. I don't know. I should see it from the front to be sure.
Oh, there's another airfield on our 1 o'clock.
Ah,
We
one
have to pass.
undiscovered. Okay. In between.
Yeah.
I see it.
So enemy are coming. We have 3 enemy in the lobby.
Yeah, they will join. After all, everyone is grinding the new planes. No, the enemies would be just Chinese. Okay.
Yes.
So it's just that many
Anyway,
Chinese
I-
are
I
quarantined like us, and so they come and play, of course.
I thought that IL2 had a bigger player base of War Thunder.
No, absolutely not at all. There's a bunch of Russians playing in the afternoon. If you play in the afternoon, you can find full matches, but it's not even in the same league of this. Even if you just take simulation mode into account. But also there's another problem. The maps in Sturmovik are to scale, so they're huge. It takes a long time to find an enemy unless it's completely full. Even with 80 people, you can fly for 10-15 minutes without meeting anyone.
Oh, really?
That's the annoying part. It's an annoying part and also an interesting part of gameplay because it makes the actual hunting and spotting more interesting. Spotting, for instance, is a skill that you have to train. You have to look for the glinting small shades in the distance. You have to look for the telltale signs, like maybe you look at the bomb blast, maybe you look at the anti-air. It's more strategic in that account. It's an interesting experience, I tell you. If you play a lot of War Thunder, the first times you go there, it's really cool. Then
Oh, really?
you take into account the fact that most of the time you do nothing, whereas here you're constantly playing. And so, yes, probably I still prefer War Thunder. But when Sturmovik has its days, when the server is full, and possibly you have at least one person playing with you, it becomes very cool. Okay, I guess we best turn right, because I see
Yeah, I have
the
turned
base
right.
in front. Yeah,
I'm on your right.
we go to the convoy then, huh?
Yeah, I'm going down.
Me
right
too,
now.
me too. We best descend. Also because these clouds make seeing pretty hard. But really, if you have the game, we should play together one day. There's the British player that was in my comments earlier. His name James. He plays it a lot. He knows much more than me. I think he plays on Saturday afternoon normally. If you would be there, it could be fun, all 3.
Yeah, we could try.
No? Why not? Oh, I'm under attack. Someone completely
I see.
surprised me. I've got the base defenders, yeah. 2 I-16s. Unfortunately, they had the first shot.
Ooh,
But like before, they didn't damage
they are
me.
4 because of there are
There are 2
airfields.
bases. I actually expected it. Okay, I'm turning into one. I'm a bit damaged, but not that much. Luckily, they have shitty weapons since because it's like before. He hit me hard, but I'm still okay. And I'm following one.
Copy. I'm following the other one.
Perfect. Unfortunately, there's other 2, and also
Yeah.
we're in between 3 bases. If you look at the map, it's kind of scary. Not the best situation to find ourselves in. And yeah, shit accuracy as always. But firing, come on. I hit him again. One is hitting me, what the hell. There are too many. Got a
Oh
time.
my god, I'm with another one.
I got a turn. I think I'm damaged. I see you. You damage one. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Smoking. I keep turning to stay safe. It's a bit of a
Just keep
crazy
turning.
situation. I keep turning also because if I go straight for like 2 seconds, we go above the base anti-air. Okay.
Exactly.
I think I'm shooting the one that you damaged. No, I don't want. Ah, no, it's on your 6 right now, so I best shoot it actually.
Yeah, yeah, shoot him. I'll turn to the right.
Trying to hit him, but what the hell? This weapon sucks.
You have
And
to be really, really near the enemy to
yeah,
do some damage.
and I think he's damaged some more. Yeah, okay, this one's dead. Should have
Nice.
the assist.
I'm behind another one.
Okay, I'm turning as well. I see you, and I see the one you're behind. Passing underneath, so I don't disturb the chase.
Do I have someone behind me?
No, me neither, but I have a lot of smoke behind me, which I don't really like seeing, unfortunately. Not this far in the enemy territory. But where are the other two? They disappeared.
I don't know.
They disappear. It's like they despawned. Then we're full.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I
So
lost sight of the one you're chasing as well. It's still there. I don't see it. I see you, but not him.
I stopped chasing him because he
Okay.
was going to the airfield. So okay, one is coming from our left, behind us.
Oh, let me see. Ah, I see
7 o'clock.
We best turn, I guess, into him. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that guy will get us.
Are you leaking oil?
Yeah, unfortunately, so I don't think I'll be returning to base from all the way here. Okay, I'm turning after this guy. I might as well keep fighting, I guess. Okay, turning into this guy. This has got white stripes on the wings, but it's
Yeah.
still a normal
Strange
I-16.
camo.
Yeah. Could it be a player?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm out of energy. I gotta go towards the ground and accelerate
Oh.
again.
Engine? Black engine?
No, the engine's still going. No, I was out of energy, meaning that I had chased towards the sky for too long. I was stalling. No, but I'm still flying. No problems there.
Yeah, he's coming to you, so you can.
Turning, but I cannot chase much because I'm still slow. I don't think the engine is under power yet. It's just
He
that I
don't. He
have
don't
been
have a
turning.
lot of energy. Too.
No, I'm just out of energy because I've been turning so much.
Yeah.
So I cannot really chase you guys. No, I might head towards the airfield. I mean the convoy. It's not like you need my help. I see you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
keep
I
behind
keep.
him. No problems.
I keep
Let me
engaging
see
this
these
guy.
ground targets before my engine dies. Where are they? I see them on the map, but I don't see them proper. Ah, shooting me. Ah, you're giving off your location like this. They're hidden in between the trees. Where the heck?
Between the trees?
Yeah, no, okay, here's the road. No. I saw some traces coming from the trees, but yeah, they are. I should shoot the one with the anti-air, right? That's artillery that I can destroy. Looks like, what the heck was it? An horse-drawn
Nice.
carriage. It was like a boxy thing with another vehicle in front. It looks like an horse-drawn carriage. Very old time. And yeah, what else? These look a bit more sturdy, but I might
They are
as well
trying
shoot.
to
These
defend
are
themselves just with brakes and acceleration.
Yeah, in fact, it makes them hard to hit. They stop and move. Stop. It's like a Luna Park, basically.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I missed it. And now I'm also damaged because, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I came into the air of the anti-air from the base. Yeah, it shot me
Oh
all the
no.
way here. I'm going down. Let me try to destroy
Yeah,
another
you're on
before.
fire.
Yeah, no, I know. I was hit by the base. Actually, it's the base that killed me. What the heck? I'm almost hitting the track. Nah.
Oh no.
Okay. I can
Anyway,
spawn.
it's really easy to kill this
Yeah,
type of vehicles.
I
Just
saw
one
it.
shot and they
It's
explode.
true. I can now spawn the other biplane, which costs 150 spawn points. No, 130. Named Jacobi's J8A. This is an Asus biplane actually. Okay, let's see
Wow.
how it performs. 44, 45 minutes of fuel, also stock. Let's take off and see.
Oh no, I'm out of ammo.
That's the problem
Okay, I
with
have
this
to
plane.
return.
I took the shortcut back to the base. I
The
was
easy
quicker.
way.
The easy way out. I took my own
So I
life.
think I'll do the same. I don't want to go back.
to
30
shorten the
minutes.
wait. It's almost like you don't care about the rebuy price of a reserve plane. It's almost as
Yeah.
if
I think reserve are free.
they should be. They should be. In any case, they wouldn't
So
cost much.
yeah.
Okay, I'm on
Okay.
base.
I start from there. I really like the J6B.
The J6B is the one you was flying.
Yes, yes,
Ah,
yes.
so it's good. Well, now let's see how this thing that I have performed. It's actually a premium, I think. The one they give you for free when the new nation
Oh yeah, yeah.
starts. I didn't touch the lineup. It was selected by default. It's similar to the one I was flying. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. Actually, yeah, J8A, but customized for this Ace. It's got a different camo pattern.
So I think
Perhaps,
but it is full modification, right? So
possibly, yeah. Since the one I
and
was
yeah,
flying was
so
stock, this will be good compared to.
maybe he can go faster.
Let's see, let's see. See you taking off with your J6B.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
After all, I got the Aces biplane. What's this guy's name? I got
So
a
now you
Google
will
it.
kill everyone.
Jacobi. This Jacobi. It's even got a similar name to me. Look at this.
Yeah,
It's
Jacobi
faithful. It's
J8A.
faithful.
Perfect.
Perfect for me. Let's see Jacobi's biplane. I hear your engine. Ah, here you are. Below.
I'm behind you, but lower
I see you. I see you.
because my plane is stock.
No, but I think the what's the name of this thing? The J8A doesn't seem very fast. Also because a biplane with a full canopy will be heavier, I presume. It
Yeah.
needs design philosophy at the very least.
But do you have this the J6B in the lineup?
The one you're flying? No,
Yeah.
I didn't touch the lineup at all. I don't know why I don't have it. You changed it? You put it in service?
Yeah, I put in service the J6B
Okay.
and nothing else because I don't have anything else. So
No, me too. I just started like it was, and I didn't touch the lineup at all. It was like this.
anyway, I think this plane is really good. Maybe better than J8.
I gotta test it. Yeah, unfortunately, I had two of the same plane selected. It's possible that I changed it maybe some weeks ago when the Sweden came into the selection of nations, and maybe I put this in service because I saw it was a premium without reading the name. Oh, okay, air objective to our left.
Nice,
Turning
nice.
left.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I see that the J8 is a little bit faster, but I'm in a stock plane, so I don't know.
Indeed, I thought you would be faster, but probably not. You're right. I'm going 270 right now, but I'm web power and not overheating in any case.
That's a nice thing.
Indeed,
God.
indeed. Indeed, indeed. One question, but do you use the vertical targeting option? I've been debating about it
No,
myself.
I'm not using it. I never used that, and now my aim, I've learned to aim without this. So
No,
I just put
I never
400
use it
meters.
before. Never use it before. Then I read yesterday what it's supposed to do, and I thought it seems useful. And maybe
Yet maybe
it
with
is.
some caliber, like really big caliber, like I don't know, 30 millimeters, Yak 90, for example. Maybe it's
Ah,
useful over there, but I
because it
didn't use
drops more. Yeah.
yeah, but I never use that
No, the
because
thing that
because
I
you use
lacked in
the
theory.
vertical targeting,
Ah,
but the shot goes in your sight at the distance you have put in before starting
yes,
the
yes, that's the
so
thing.
if you shot near
Which I often do. Yeah. In
yeah
fact, I'm no longer
the
so
shot
sure.
didn't don't go in
Don't
your sight.
connect, of course. Of course, you're right. I gotta remove it. You're right. I tried it yesterday for the first time. The thing that convinced me in theory was the fact that if you have guns of different caliber, they become calibrated for the same distance. And I thought this sounds interesting. But actually, it's also useful that they go at different drop rates. Because when you're doing a turn fight, you want to cover a larger range, vertically
Yeah.
speaking, of area. No, I think it's better disable.
With the vertical targeting, you want to shoot always at the distance you set.
Mm.
And it's really difficult to estimate the distance.
Yeah,
Distance
I
without.
wanted to test it. In the beginning, yesterday I was liking it. Today I feel strange. I feel the difference. With the vibrance, I don't like it. And now I probably remove it after this sorting. Okay, it seems an easy capture. You're behind me. Perfect, perfect. There's two contacts. Yeah, that's combat. 11 o'clock. In front of us towards the lake. If you look at it.
Copy. I'll follow you.
Okay, let's go look at it.
Let's cap A.
How far
And
is
then
it?
go.
Ah, okay. Well, I start moving toward that direction. It's not like we're so incredibly fast, so we might as well shorten. Ah, okay. One guy is down. Unfortunately, I don't see anything on the kill feed. I don't know why.
Yeah, I saw the kill feed. One of us died.
Ah, so that's an enemy. Well, it might
Yeah,
be
yeah.
worth engaging. Also because he's coming to the capture zone. Okay, I'm here and heading straight north to the
Copy.
guy. At
I'm
that
behind you.
altitude.
Let's go, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. Let's see what it is.
I hear
Oh, it's
engine.
coming head on. Okay, no longer giving the people
Yeah,
that
I
want
see
the
him.
head on that satisfaction because it's gone badly too many times. Okay, monoplane.
What is that?
It's a
An
monoplane.
I-16. An I-16.
When you're fighting against China, you have planes for every nation together. It's a mishmash, basically. You never know what you're fighting. Ah, so that's the reason these I-16s look so strange also. I hit him a bit.
Yeah, maybe they are Chinese I-16.
No, they must be, absolutely. Turning after the thing again, he's now
I
smoking.
make him smoking.
Yeah, smoking badly. Let's finish him.
Yeah. Destroy it.
Yeah,
Nice.
look at him burn.
So see, this ammo is not bad.
No, not at all. Another air objective, look at that.
Oh,
Delta
nice.
2, Delta 2.
Let's go. Points.
Yeah, we need them. Let's unlock some planes. I always notice that when I play lower tiers, less people watch. It's unfortunate, really, because probably the biplanes are one of the most fun things you can do in this game.
Yeah,
It's
I
fun to
agree.
fly the biplanes. People are
But
really
for the
underestimate.
viewers, I think if you put in the title "Flying with Draken," you can see 200 people watching.
Really?
Just because
Just a release. You're not wrong. It's an investment. Let's do it. An investment of playtime.
I
Yes,
think
yes.
jets are, I don't know, more interesting. I don't know if.
I'm not sure about it. I've had low viewer numbers also with the Russian jets, or the only one jets I have are the Russians Tier 5. And when I play these, I have less viewers. I also have less fun because you end up chasing things for many
Yeah,
minutes. Chase, and in the end, you have less action than the lower
Yeah,
tier.
it's not fun to play jets.
Right, I think the same.
It's better to play biplanes, but the
Case in
viewers,
point, did you ever play DCS? That's less fun you can have in a game like this, probably, in the entire world.
exactly.
Even
I have
if
the MiG-21
you
with the new rockets, and it's just an awesome plane. You can win any fights with that plane. It's
You mean
just
in
too
War
easy
Thunder?
to win.
In War
Yeah.
Thunder. Too easy,
Yes.
so less fun. Well, winning
Yeah.
is always fun by itself.
Yeah, but
Maybe it's
you,
a
you
personal
can
point of
you
view.
kill 1, 2, 3 people, then all went out the game.
So you
And
remain
then you
alone.
can't find anyone.
Well, yeah, if you put it like this, I can see your point.
People just get frustrated, so it become no fun in a minute.
I
The
can see your
most
point.
played rank is the third. I see always.
Always. Rank 4 is almost never played, which is a shame, because in my opinion, it's a better rank 3. It's more epic, no? With faster planes, bigger
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bombers. It's the same
But I
thing, but
always find
better.
rank 4. I always
Nah,
find
well,
some rank
yeah,
4.
more or less you can find not as bad as certain other ranks like this, but still not as many as 3.7. 3.7 is where everyone plays. It's the same with World of Tanks, really. It's the tier 5 and 6, but also because it's more profitable in terms of credits, you earn more. So,
Oh, people are always thinking about grinding. So
well, unfortunately, it's a major part of the game. This is a weak
yeah,
point of the very model that he uses. I'm not complaining, eh? I'm not complaining. I play like thousands of hours of this thing without spending a dime myself. Because why would you want to shorten the grind? The grind is basically playing the game. If I like it, the more I play it, the better.
yeah, but I think that when you stop grinding, that's the real game. So, for example, I have all the
That is
planes.
true. That is
I
possible,
have all
yeah.
the planes. I just play for fun and for dog fights. So I have all the
Yes,
planes of
but you
ranked
still
4.
have to grind. You see, there's no way around it. You want the new plane, you gotta grind, unless you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to
of
buy.
course.
There's
But
no
if
way
I want
around.
to really play, I just go rank 3 and find the best
Yeah,
players
indeed, indeed, I
to
can
dog
see.
fight on that rank.
And probably many people think the same. Most ace players play at the rank too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Uh, Also, in the last
Oh, contact down low by the mountains. 1 o'clock, very low, like deck altitude, and then
copy, but
looks
I
like a
think
monoplane. To me, am I wrong?
I don't know. I'll follow you, but I think it's one of us because I see the capturing indication on the bottom of
Ah,
the
I
screen.
see. Well, that could be a friendly monoplane. J8A actually is the same thing as mine. It looks like a monoplane at a distance, possibly because it's got the canopy. I don't know. But
Maybe.
also in VR, it's terrible to identify. It's very difficult. You cannot zoom, and everything looks tiny. There's no way around it, unfortunately. It would need a super zoom in VR to be efficient,
Yeah,
truly,
it
like you
could
have in
be.
Sturm
It
mode.
could be awesome to have binocolo come ce l'hai su
Yeah,
L2.
like in L2, but also like real pilots because they absolutely brought a pilot, a binocular inside the plane. Why wouldn't they? It's a very useful tool to have in air combat, of course.
Yeah, it could be awesome to have it on War Thunder.
But that's typical with VR game developments. They just put the feature in and forget about it. It will take like 2 seconds to make this the absolute best
Yeah,
VR game that exists. Yeah,
yeah,
they don't. Even more stupid now, maybe not very much in topic, but another game that I enjoy, well, enjoy now not as much because it's not good for streaming, at least from my point of view. Euro Truck Simulator has good VR support, but the external views don't track the movements of your head, meaning that
oh
the
really?
moment you use them, basically you start feeling terrible nausea. It's such an easy thing to fix. It will
Yeah,
take 2 seconds. Just make the view turn with the head of the player. They don't do it. Absolutely. They don't do it.
that's a
They don't
shame.
care. It's there. It's an old build that they did. It's not abandoned because, like, when they have the special events for the game, they put it also for the VR build. It takes them some day more. So they do it actively. There is someone working on the VR version, and yet it doesn't change that tiny, insignificant thing. And same thing
That
here.
it could change everything, just changing
They
that
don't
little
care.
thing.
It's like they don't care because they say, but the user base is little. No, in theory, that's correct in a way. VR players are like 0.5 of the entire user base of Steam. But if you look at the news on the gaming blogs on the website, think about Half-Life Felix. No, it's a game for 0.5% of the user base, maybe even less than that because it's made especially for the Valve Index, and yet everyone is speaking about it because it's the first real game in VR. The kind of exposure that Valve is getting from it, like Valve doesn't need it, but if it was a small company, it would be on the mouth of everyone. It's a big, vast, huge territory where anyone can make big money, and they just don't see it yet. Makes me a
That's a
bit
shame. That's a
angry.
shame.
Makes me be angry. It's the future of gaming, and no one has taken notice, not even the gaming companies.
That's really bad.
No, no, it makes me a bit angry, yeah.
I don't know if you can see this
Someone's
with
shooting me. I
no,
think.
artillery, I think.
No, I know, we're above the battle. I see nothing because it's everything in between the trees. I'm following you.
I see someone shooting.
Ah, I see a small. Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
ground.
but is our
Right,
friend.
right below me, there is a ground emplacement. Now I'm flying very straight and trying to turn to find it again. It's very difficult to see them in between the trees. Also
Yeah.
because they're that
Also,
color.
you're really. It's really hard to see for you just because you can't zoom with VR.
Yes, yes, but it's good. You know what is better? Tracking them when you turn. Ground attack in VR is actually one of the coolest things, which I enjoy doing all the time in Sturmovik, because it becomes you like inside an arena. When you turn, you follow with your head your target. It's a very immersive thing to do. You feel really inside the plane, looking
Yeah.
all
And
around and
also
tracking the target.
you have profondità, come si dice?
Depth perception, yeah, that's also
Yeah.
excellent for shooting. Yes, and indeed, I found one target. Shooting. And I destroyed it. Casing
Nice.
point. Yeah, yeah. No, it works. It surprisingly works. Finding the target at first is difficult, so you have to fly low. But once you find it, it's easy to turn into it. Found another. Here it is. Here it is. Like in the beginning, when I started to play flight simulations in VR, all I did were ground attack missions in Sturmovik. Because they were
Oh,
so
really?
damn fun. They were so damn fun. Completely transformed the experience. With a mouse and keyboard, but also with joystick, but on a monitor. Usually in older simulators, well, I didn't play many simulators before acquiring VR lately, but I used to use padlocking a lot. So you padlock the thing on the ground and then turn your plane. But it seems stupid because it was like you was remote controlling the plane in a way. You were no longer in it.
Yeah.
And to do it with VR, it was an incredible experience for me. It really transforms it. You should try it. You never tried it, right? Have you?
VR, you into you are you
In
saying?
simulators, I mean, playing a serious flight sim in VR.
Nope.
I
Nope.
wouldn't think, because unless you have it at home, you wouldn't, because even if they demo to you, they will never have these games. They will never. It's just the perfect fit. The perfect
Yeah,
fit.
I thought to buy an Oculus, but in the end, I just bought a new monitor, 144 hertz,
That's also a very good buy, yeah, I can see.
and so I
Costs
can
about the
play.
same,
I
yeah.
Yeah, I can play
More games in it.
more games.
All
Yeah,
games, in fact, yeah. And
and
also, you have the
really
track
this frame
AR,
rate
which isn't half bad. Yeah, isn't
and
half
this
bad.
high frame rate just change everything.
I know, I know, I
I
know.
can't play on 60 hertz monitor
You
anymore.
instantly feel the choppiness of it. It's ruined console gaming for me forever.
Yeah.
To play at that frame rate. No ways around it. And also, yeah, I'm on my second headset. It's the same thing once you buy this, because the Index actually has a 144 Hz
Oh,
refresh rate.
really?
Yeah, unlike the Oculus, which I no
But
longer use,
what
unfortunately.
graphics card do you have?
I have the 1080 Ti,
Oh,
which
really?
isn't bad.
That's a really
No.
good card.
Yeah, it's the minimum basically. I bought it for VR. I used to have an older card. I didn't care much about maximizing details, no? So basically for modern gaming you don't need a beefy computer. And I had a sort of old computer, but once you get into VR you need top of the line and it's still not enough.
Yeah,
Like
just because the VR have two monitors, so
basically, yeah,
the
that's the
graphics card
thing.
have to do the double the work.
Double the work. And also, I think there's more to it. Like the CPU is also stressed more. I don't know exactly why. Probably it's the reprojection effect. The
Yeah,
thing that
because
Oculus
I
calls
think
asynchronous spacewalk. No, that is very important in VR. Is the
the
thing.
CPU have to pass the double the information to the
It's
graphics card.
very very intensive. And yeah, in fact, I had to lower the frame rate again to stream, because to stream at 144 is impossible, even with this game. You have
Yeah.
to be really careful, because in VR, when you start to have bad performance, no, basically you don't notice it. You just start feeling sick. It makes you queasy,
Oh,
and you
really?
don't really understand why.
Just because the frame rate is
Yeah,
fluctuate,
you
has
notice
some
after like
fluctuation.
40 minutes that you start feeling a strange warmness. Oh, watch out. And you start to feel bad. The first times it happened, I didn't understand what was wrong. It happened to me in War Thunder, case in point, because it was the one that I played most from the get-go. And with tanks, so nothing too crazy, driving straight. going up and down on the hills. At a certain point, you started feeling like I got a puke, and you had to stop playing immediately. And I didn't understand why, because other games didn't give me that effect. It was because he was performing badly. Now,
Wait. I'll stop you for a second.
yeah,
We can go to the other battle,
right.
or we can go to the attackers on Charlie 3.
Your choice. To me,
Where do you want
both
to go?
whatever you prefer.
Let's go die to the attackers. Let's go.
Let's go die. Okay, you call your location because I lost sight of you while I was turning into the ground.
Yeah, I'm
target.
going on Charlie 3. I see them. They are at I think
Okay, I see the
2,000
attackers and I see you.
1,000 meters.
Perfect.
Really near us.
Coming, accelerating
Nice.
to the crazy
Oh.
speed of 220.
Wow.
Yeah,
They are
Mark.
all IL2. All
Okay.
IL2.
We're going to do nothing to this. They will laugh at
Let's
our
try
ammo.
anyway. I don't care.
They will
Let's
laugh at
try.
our ordnance.
It doesn't matter. Now
It will be like throwing ancient war javelins against tanks, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a form of motion sickness, Mark, indeed. It's also something more specific. I think the term is simulation sickness when you're speaking about VR. It's a very specific thing, actually. I think the military has researched it because this kind of technology originally was probably not available to us, but used to exist for a long time. In any case, yeah, if you get into VR, Mark, check out your performance. It's very bad not to.
Yeah. I have the new Radeon.
Ah,
The
so you
RX,
went to the
50
enemy. You got the other
Yeah, I
companies.
used to have an Nvidia, but when I saw this graphics card, the 5700 XT, I saw that this one has the same performance of the 2070 RTX Super.
Uh-huh. Well,
So
not bad.
I thought, well, why don't try that? So I bought.
I did
and,
that with the processor. The processor, I bought a strange thing. I went with the Ryzen 7.
but Ryzen 7 is really powerful processor.
Yeah, it is indeed. And also, there's another thing. At the time, I didn't think of going into streaming yet, but actually, it's a very good processor for streaming because it's got 8 cores. So from what they say, actually, when you say, probably it's the only reason that I can stream VR. You don't see many VR streamers because it's very taxing on the system, as you know, because I've seen you stream as well. And to do it in VR really takes a beefy computer or apparently a Ryzen processor.
And finally, Intel have arrival to
Yeah.
fight
So
against
yeah, it
Sony.
costed much less. That was also the thing.
Exactly.
It costed much
Exactly.
less to the same processor from them.
Same
No, it
thing
was
for the
it was
graphics
a
card.
good buy. It's my first self-built computer, by the way. I never had the courage to do it myself, so
Oh,
it
nice.
got the satisfaction of that as well. Yeah, still in the old case. The only things I kept were the case and the power supply. Everything else new. Was quite a challenge, but surprisingly easy, to tell you the truth. I didn't expect it.
Yeah, it's really easy.
I
You
suck at
can't
doing
mess
handyman.
up.
I really suck at doing handyman things, so I was scared about it. But actually, no, it proved very manageable. Except
Yeah, you can't go wrong just because all the
no, it's
connectors
like yeah.
can be put in just one side.
Only strange thing was the CPU cooler, because I had the one included with the processor, but from what I had read in the benchmarks, it didn't cool it much. So I went with the same one that I was using on the previous motherboard, which was in theory a cooler made for both makes of processors, both Intel and Ryzen. And I thought it wouldn't be too hard to mount it on the Ryzen, but actually it had some strange system with clamps and strange screws that you had to put underneath. So yeah, took me a few tries. That was the hardest thing. For the rest, everything's simple.
Yes, I used to build the computers since I was born.
Ah, really, man?
I'm
You
I'm
really, you
passionate
really
about
beat me.
this argument.
You wouldn't have been so scared as me to attempt it then. But it felt good. It was a nice experience. Also, everything went well. So, actually, probably I did a better job than the shitty job that the shitty shop that mounted my previous PC, because that had some problem. Ah, yeah, they had plugged the cooler on the wrong motherboard socket, meaning that it still worked, but it was the one meant
Okay,
to
it wasn't controlled for the CPU. It was just
yeah,
considered a fan of the
yes,
PC.
and in fact the PC used to lock up from time to time. It took me a while to understand why. And that was the first time I put my hands inside of it. And then basically they were their own downfall because from that time onward I never went to that place again.
I have to go to the base. I have no ammo.
Okay, I'm still chasing Sturmovix until I can.
Copy.
Unfortunately, they're faster than me. In a biplane, you can be slower than a Sturmovik. What an incredible experience. The big upside of Sturmovik is the graphics compared to this, though. The Sturmovik I was flying yesterday looked like a complete different thing. It was very cool to look at compared to this.
Yeah, but I think that War Thunder has one thing better for the graphics. The il suolo, il terreno.
The ground,
The ground I think is better here.
it's more. There's more
Detailed.
elevation change, probably. Yeah. Now that you mention it, it's true. Probably because also the areas that are modeled in Sturmovik are flat. Russia is just not that interesting compared
Yeah.
to all the places you fly here. So yeah,
Also,
I
there
would say
isn't much vegetation.
too. Yeah. In fact, if you play the new Bodenplatte map, I'm not even sure you need to buy the expansion. Probably you can still play on it only with older planes. If you go online, it's much better. It's Germany, still pretty flat, but the cities are incredible. The cities are actually to scale. There's no absolutely not on
Really?
the,
To
yeah,
scale?
to scale. They're really cool. You fly above one of these cities, you can tell the single districts, all the roads, the railway station with the train parked on the side is completely on a different scale to what you see here. Much
Wow.
cooler in my opinion. The cities are awesome.
I try to watch your stream when you play
Hi
that.
Luca, we have an Italian watcher. Luca is telling me, Dio cane ragazzi, ma non vi dilania il motion sickness? Well,
Grande Luca.
good point. Well, personally, no, I got used to it. Doesn't do anything to me. Perhaps I should answer in Italian since he said it in Italian. No,
Sì, beh, Luca, credo dipenda tanto anche dal frame rate. Cioè, se hai
dal frame
tante...
rate, lo dicevamo poco fa. Se il gioco ti gira bene, non ti fa nulla. Se il gioco ti scatta, in realtà è quella l'origine. Il problema,
Mm.
la gente si lamenta tanto della realtà virtuale perché la fanno con dei computer che non sono abbastanza potenti per la realtà virtuale ed è questo il problema. Vedi questo finestrina che io ho qui in basso a destra del mio overlay? Questo è un diagnostico, si chiama FPS VR e lo devi tenere sempre lì. Se questa barra va sopra il verde, significa che tu non devi giocare perché devi abbassare i dettagli, altrimenti sicuramente ti senti male, 100%. Ed è il motivo per cui io non rimuovo più il diagnostico da là sotto, ce lo devi avere sempre.
Basically,
Yeah.
if you can't go at 140 FPS without VR, you can't play VR.
True that,
you-
yeah. Also, you don't need that high of a frame rate, actually. The minimum is 40 FPS, of course, while rendering VR, so it won't be the normal 40 FPS. It will be much more demanding. But 40 FPS is good because I tell
Yeah,
you.
let's say if you can only go 60 FPS with the monitor,
No.
you can't play VR.
No, you need a beefy computer. That's certain. That's certain. You need to you need to hit a minimum of 40 FPS because half of the frames can be simulated by the system. This is a system that SteamVR calls reprojection and Oculus calls asynchronous space warping technology, and they're both essentials. And they let you run the game at half the frame rate. That is the frame rate of the headset. So I'm saying 40 is the minimum because if you set an 80 hertz refresh rate, which is now more or less industry standards because it's also the maximum of the new Oculus, they lower it by 10 FPS. Then you're good. It won't look bad. You won't have motion sickness. But if you're doing exactly 40, you're still at risk because when it dips below 40, like you go 35, maybe you don't notice it. But in 30-40 minutes you will start to feel bad, unfortunately. It's what happens still to me sometimes while I stream Sturmovik. In fact, this morning I had a bit of an headache, probably because yesterday I did a longer session in Sturmovik. There's no way around it. Unless it runs perfectly, you don't have the same endurance in VR. You have to take this into account. then it also depends much on the type of games you're doing. There are some games that still give me crazy motion sickness, like I don't know if you know it, Ivo, the one that recently came out. Wait, what was the name?
Red
Uh,
Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption is the Western game. No, I played that in VR, but it's not VR supporting in theory.
No, no, no. Yeah.
Well, the one I'm speaking is native VR, and oh my god, I never remember the name of that game.
So what type of game is that?
It's like a shooter, but also a puzzle-solving game. It would be like the first Half-Life in a way, but it's not remotely as good. It was very much hyped. When it came out, everyone was saying, this is the second coming. Finally, we have a good game made for VR. It's more or less true for its mechanics. The game itself sucked, in my opinion. If it was in VR, no one would have looked at it twice, because the game itself is fairly stupid in many aspects. But the interaction is cool, because you actually have a body. You move within the game. It's very experimental in that respect. You have arms and legs. Normally in VR games you only have hands. So every move you do is actually calculated. You can even headbutt the enemies and you will damage them, so to speak. Best not do it often because you risk headbutting the wall or the television, and that's never a good thing. But no, cool technology in any case. But that game gives me crazy nausea. I don't know why. You do less movements than this, but even to just jump, maybe because one guy I was telling him about this, he told me maybe it's because you see your own body that doesn't correspond to the real body. I don't know. There's many aspects to VR that are still not studied. There must be even a psychological aspect to it. Let's turn right. The objective is up.
Do you have ammo?
In fact, not that much. 400
I think it's better
rounds.
for you to land. And
You're
then
right. You're
I'm
right.
going to the battle on Delta 2 just because
Okay.
I think the
Okay. I'll
point
reach you once I resupply. Of course, you're right. I best do it.
Copy.
Let me see. Luca is still riding. Thanks for the info. I get motion sickness all the time. I guess I'll just have to get used to it, like you did. Parlate un po' in inglese, cheers. Ok, grazie
Cheers.
Luca. Cheers to you. Okay, and if you're going, bye. If you're not going, my follow-up question will be, what else do you use? Maybe I can give you some advice. But in any case, thanks for commenting. And see
Hey
you
Jacopo,
soon.
so you now are on quarantine, right?
The whole Italy is right, I think.
Yeah,
You're supposed...
but so you are not working in the night like you used to.
But I did. I said I was working. Yeah, you could call it work. It's not really work. It's writing my blog. It's self-employment.
Okay.
I think you got the wrong idea. I wish it was work. I wish.
Anyway, so you can come to the next CIS event, so you can judge it.
I might try. To play in the evening. It's difficult
So
for me,
today is the
unfortunately.
last day for per iscriverti.
What event? Excuse me?
I'll put I'll send you the link.
Ah, that one. Okay, you sent me time ago. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's an simulator
Yeah.
event
You
with
told me.
only one life. So it's like simulating
my
a
God.
real battle.
I won't last
And,
long for me then. I will probably die from outright.
Don't worry, there is a plan you have to follow. You have a team. You have to follow. You have a team leader that tells you what to do.
Really?
But it's really interesting if you like
I can see the
simulating
interest.
battles.
I will
Maybe
certainly try to watch the replay of it. You'll post a stream of it, I bet.
It's on.
On YouTube.
No. Giovedì.
Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, next. I don't know if this or next.
Okay, well, I'll try to be there, of course. Well, it could be cool. It's a bit difficult for me in the evening for various reasons. One of them being the blog, but I'll try to be there, of course. Why not? It could be a very good experience. But
Yeah,
participating in this kind of things is amazing. I found myself in the middle of it by pure accident the other day in Sturmovik, like an
Really?
entire formation of bombers. They were assembling above the base with fighters in tow. In Sturmovik, when you say an entire formation, you have servers with 80 people, no? So you can understand what I'm speaking about. It looked like a war movie, basically. It was the coolest shit. We overflew the entire map, like 6 or 7 bombers. They even observed the historical aspects of it, no? Because I was telling to Nix that was watching, look at that guy, he selected the wrong camo for his bomber, he will stick out. And he told me, no, that's the commander of the bomber squad. He uses the camo to attract the enemies, so the fighters can engage. And the fighters were flying and zigzagging above the clouds. And I thought we're doing to do the coolest battle ever. Then we arrived on top of the enemy base. They bombed it, completely destroyed, and we got intercepted from a single enemy LA3 that got destroyed in half a second. And basically that was it, unfortunately, because our side had scheduled the battle, but the others hadn't, unfortunately. So it was a big disappointment. But
Yeah,
still,
basically, the fun is just to participate
yeah,
to
to
that.
take part of that is still fun, indeed.
Yeah,
Indeed.
and the SIS is just that thing. It's just like that. Just in War
I
Thunder.
can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, well, I'll try to be there. I'll
And
look at
also
your
there are
invitation again.
some event where there is ground battles and air battles all together.
Ah, I see, I see.
So maybe there is a squad that have to cover
The tanks, yeah.
tanks. The tanks have to conquest some area, and the fighters have to cover the
But it's
attackers.
player organized, right? It's not
Yeah,
handled
yeah,
by,
yeah.
yeah, the best type of events, really, in the end.
There is a battle plan. It's really awesome. The organization is awesome.
Ah, that's very
It's a
interesting.
shame that Gaijin didn't pro- promote that type of thing.
That's the thing. When they see the players do their own things, they just let them be and don't participate. It's the same. A game has been killed by it. I recently stopped playing Elite Dangerous because it's basically dead. The community of that game was probably the best in any online game ever.
Really?
Like Elite Dangerous is a game that has an amazing universe. No, it's the spaceship games where you can explore
Oh
the
yeah,
entire
yeah, yeah.
Milky Way galaxy, go to the
I saw you
planets.
playing.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It used to be fun at least. So basically, the players make their own story because yes, the mechanics are various. You can be a miner, you can be a bounty hunter, the usual things you tend to imagine in futuristic space settings, but they're all kind of shallow. You do the same thing basically again and again forever. But there were all these clans of players that cooperated, role played within the game. There were players that lived the pirate's life, for instance, no, and they were the pirates that attack you, and they didn't just try to kill you like in player killing. They actually told you to drop your cargo so they could steal it, and you had to play by the rules or maybe fight them. And someone was the police, and they did all these sort of things. Now, the only thing that he needed, the only thing for it to work was for the company producing the game saying one system each week where they had the so-called community goal. Like, it was like 3 lines of lore, nothing special. An ongoing plot that brought all the players to that single system, because otherwise you will never meet other people. Just because you
Oh
have
yeah, yeah.
like 10 billion stars where you can go, no?
Yeah.
Well, if you can believe it, they stopped doing that. Suddenly,
Oh my
they
god.
no longer post a community goal objective. That would take like an intern of their office half an
2
hour each
minutes.
week.
2
2
minutes.
minutes. Yeah, they don't know because we're focusing on fixing the bugs of the game. By the way, it's a game that doesn't have that many bugs. It's much less buggy than this, for instance. And yet, that's their excuse. They don't care. Yeah, probably they can't monetize it well enough because they did something stupid, in my opinion. Instead of making a free-to-play where you buy your stuff with a premium currency and the like, they had only cosmetics that were paid to
Oh yeah,
acquire, and people don't care about cosmetics.
yeah.
So they earned in the beginning, they earned again from the single expansion they put out, and then they never did again, and they never earned again, I think. And that's the problem. Now they're
Oh
working
no.
on a new big expansion, probably to try and earn a bit more. That's today a game like that needs a big player base has to be free to play, basically. Unless you do that, you're going against things like Fortnite that have 10 billion players that play for free. They will never switch to your game, especially if it's a
Yeah.
niche thing like that.
And also they have all the friends together on the same platform, so
Yeah, too. And
even if they don't have so much fun, they still
go
stay
to
there
with their
just because they
friends.
have all the
Yeah,
friends over there. So
you can feel it. Of course, it's very true. Where are you, by the way? I'm heading for
I'm
the
in the
ground.
battle,
Ah, okay. The battle
but I think
despawned, I think, because there's a battle where I'm going now on the other side of the map, actually.
yeah, I'll just rearm and go there just because this battle is ended.
Okay, okay then. I see you did a killing in the battle. 13 objective destroyed, man. That's Savison. My
Yeah.
god.
I think this plane is really good for aiming, even if we have an iron sight, but it's not bad. It's
Ah,
not.
it's accurate, you mean? Yeah, well, in the end, I was complaining before, but probably it's better than most biplanes I flew in that respect. You're right.
Yeah, I really like this biplane. Also the British one, but the others I don't like too much. They are all unstable. This one is really stable.
I see, I see. No, the Italians have shit visibility. For the rest, they're good. I haven't flown many biplanes, honestly. I don't
Yeah,
remember about the
Italians
Russian.
have shit visibility. Really
Terrible.
shit visibility.
Shit visibility. Hey, Cody, excuse me, I'm not sure what sentence you was referring to because I have a delay when you write down. So you're saying certain games do. Maybe speaking about cross-play, is playing with your friends on different platforms, I believe. Trying to calculate when you might have said it. Yeah, I guess you got a point. It's certainly a big thing with Fortnite, the cross-play. Like PlayStation Network didn't want to allow for it, no? Because Sony, for some reason, hates the concept. So they have forbidden it in the beginning. They have forbade it. I don't know the tense of the verb is beyond my English knowledge in this case. But in any case, they had to allow for it because people were petitioning them non-stop. It's just the main point of the game of Fortnite. That's its trend that everyone can play. You can play with people that have a cell phone, for Christ's sake. Like you go with your companions at school, and they will have the cell phone. Maybe you play with the PlayStation from home, and that's a big strong point of the game. Like this asks crossplay, right? I think, but not in simulation mode, perhaps.
In simulation, in War Thunder, are you saying?
Yeah, speaking about War Thunder.
You can play with the PlayStation players, but not with the Xbox.
Ah, so it's the opposite. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Crazy.
I also have some friends with PlayStation playing with in simulator battles.
Simulator battles with the gamepad, that takes some courage.
Oh, they have a joypad, a cloche.
Ah, I know which one then. It's the joystick I had before this, right? That's PlayStation
Yeah, but
compatible.
also I think the T60000, like this one we have,
You the same as
you can
mine,
use
okay.
it on the PlayStation.
Ah, really? How cool. I
Yes,
should
yes.
try it once.
No,
I
don't
still...
try it because just because PlayStation is shit.
No, well, by definition, you mean.
Yeah.
It's still there. Mine is catching dust. I bought the PlayStation 4 with the highest hopes. Actually, they kept producing the same games that I came to hate recently. I mean, the movie games with little interaction
Mhm.
where you do shit all for minutes and minutes, and you have to
I
to
think consoles are for casual players. So
it
if you're
wasn't
really
like that. Now it is. In back in the day, it wasn't really like that. It was the opposite. If you think like the beginning of the 2000, PC had simple games compared to because
yeah,
PlayStation had the Japanese games, and Japan was much ahead of us in terms of gameplay systems, also invention. No, now it's the opposite probably. If you look at the Japanese games, they're the same that have been coming out for like dozens of years. It
yeah,
didn't
and
used
also
to be like that.
console cost a lot less than a PC.
Yeah, well, in the beginning they do. For the games, no, because the problem is unless well, if you go maybe to big stores that have sales, but the problem is that the consoles have a single storefront online, meaning that PlayStation you buy only for PlayStation Network,
Yeah,
Switch only Nintendo Online. So there's no competition, and the sales
exactly.
suck. The sales suck. If you buy in a smart way on PC, you can pay the games like pennies. They cost nothing. It's very convenient from that point of view. So you spend more in the beginning, but you save in the end, in my opinion. If you play a
And
lot,
also you can do a lot of things like streaming,
streaming, yeah, which is also a
like
creative, yeah.
recording a game without everything external. Yeah, the cost is a lot higher, but if you really like play
It's
games,
an
you
investment,
buy more. Yeah,
100%. Also, you will have a better PC in daily use because everyone needs a PC in daily use nowadays.
exactly.
And they all say, but PCs suck. They always have problems, of course, because you have a shitty PC. Try being a
Of course,
gamer. If you were a gamer, you wouldn't be complaining about it.
exactly. I also hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, Macs are really good, PCs shit." Yeah, but
Try
you're
working with a
comparing
Mac.
a PC of
Uh-huh.
200 euros against a Mac of 2,000 euros. So it's of course it's better the Mac
Right,
because
right.
it has
Try to
better
be
hardware.
yeah. Now I have a funny thing for you. Try being a graphic designer with a Mac Mini, like I had to do in one of the offices where I worked.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No, even better, I had to make websites with that thing. Already being a web developer with a Mac is hella hard because everything is
Really?
different. For me, it was. Maybe I'm not the best one at the thing, especially I wasn't back in the day. But still, it's much harder. Yeah, you cannot test
I
things in the browser that people use when you're doing
I think
strange.
Macs are for people that want easy things like iPhone. So iPhone, you can do anything. You just can chat, do photos, and
But
nothing
that's
else.
also a bit overrated in my opinion because yeah, Macs are easier if you do easy things. But if you want to like build a script in Mac, it's 10 times as hard as in PC. You have less software, you have less resources. It's not true that they're easy. They're harder if you actually are a power user.
Mm, mm.
You do everything with the console. You have to understand Linux basically
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
yeah.
advanced things.
Basically, it's Linux.
It's Linux. Instead, Windows, it's much more approachable from that point of view. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
overrated also from that respect. They're overrated all around. Then if you have Macs, you have to refer to their support centers, and they basically, I don't want to say bad words, but screw in the ass probably would represent it quite realistically. And that's the thing where PC, of course, are much better too. I see the bases
yeah.
are under attack.
Speaking about people complaining about the Macs are better. I wanted to try to put Windows on a Mac and and display on one friend
Uh huh.
how good Windows can run in a good hardware. Because they say, oh, Macs are better. They are better because they have good hardware.
That's a good way to demonstrate it. Of course, you show them how with Windows it will still run better. Of course, I see the point. True that. True that.
Exactly. So where are you? I've just took off.
I'm coming back from the battle because it's a bit boring to just strafe. To tell you the truth, I was looking for for air objectives.
Yeah, there are 3 players right now, but
Unfortunately, yes.
I don't know where they are.
Destroy the bombers in E2. Ah, a base is under attack. You know. Actually, that's the reason I was
Yeah.
coming back. There's a base under attack. I wanted to check it out. Cody agrees with us, so he also thinks mechs are a bit shitty, right, Cody? I think it's a bit of the common ideas in between gamers because we know the truth. Gamers have always been ahead with the times.
Yeah.
Like, look now, everyone unprepared for the coronavirus. They want to play card and board games, whereas we know the real way to behave in
Yeah.
a pandemic.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly.
it. Destroy the bombers in E2. Actually, I do see them. The base is no longer flashing. I might turn towards the bombers.
Yeah, I saw them. They are 3, 4, 5. 5. Maybe one just died.
I don't know. I cannot count them. To me, there are a series of blotches of black color meshed together. I don't know what
Oh
these
yeah,
are.
yeah. Maybe we can open a topic on the War Thunder mm, forums and ask for binocular.
Well, that would be cool, but they won't listen. I already know
Yeah,
about.
of course.
I've been doing it for the longest time with Sturmovik because Sturmovik also has a stupid problem, not really related by VR, but so easily fixed, I think, in theory. And
Mm.
I've been complaining at every occasion because I thought maybe if I add my voice to the others also complaining, they will finally fix it. Unfortunately, it never worked. It's the stupidest thing, really. Time compression doesn't work, doesn't go above times 4. So when you're doing long mission in single player, basically they become unplayable. You want to do a bomber run, which are very fun in VR, and I
Mm-hmm.
used to do them all the time when still time compression worked, and it was doable back in the day. Now it's no longer doable. For a year, like, and no one cares basically, except for me and some other people that keep complaining. They never fix it. It takes hours. You will never be able to do it. A damn
Mm.
shame. Especially like flying the Sturmovik, it's impossible because the plane is hella slow. To reach the base, it takes a minimum
Ages.
of half an hour, even if you go at times 8 time compression, because times 8 time compression really is like times 3, no more than that. You can easily tell there's a clock on the plane. You look at the clock, you know that's not going ahead like it should.
Yeah.
Whereas like DCS does a perfect job of it. There you can accelerate time as much as you want, and in fact single player mission become playable. You wouldn't even need it that much because DCS you have fast planes. But yet they don't care.
Mm.
The same thing as Elite Dangerous. They have this game that sits sorta there. They earn a bit from it. It could be a game changer for everyone. They just don't really realize. Not even the developer knows what they have, especially with VR. With VR, you see it all the time. Like, no, everyone is waiting for Helix. Okay, in VR space, it will be a huge game. It will be always on graphics. I already saw some gameplay sequences. Certainly very cool game. I will stream it 100%. Also because everyone will want to see it, so will give me good views. But it's a game that you play for what? 15, 20 hours. You finish the story. Maybe you play it again. Okay, 40 hours. But I must have played like 1500 hours of this. How can you even compare in importance? It's just a game that you play for a while, then forget about it. These are not the games that will bring VR in the mainstream, I think. Unless you start having so many of them that people can play them all the time. But it's not going to happen very soon. What they really need is to make an MMO that everyone can play in VR, perhaps. Like in Japanese anime, no? Sword Art Online, something like that. So yeah, in fact, Japan still looks ahead in principle. Like if you watch their cartoons, their anime, you can tell that they know VR is the future. Now it's an enormous meme in that country. The online game where everyone goes into and lives a second life, basically. Not second life like the shitty interactive thing from back in the day. Actually,
Yeah, they are putting this concept to the extreme. That's a bad thing. Yeah.
maybe it also maximizes the fear, like because for instance the one I just quoted, Sword Art Online, paints a green picture where people become entrapped into the virtual game and they can no longer be brought out of the coma they are in, and they have to survive in this hostile kingdom. And well, in a way it's maybe puts people off from VR. I don't know.
Yeah.
In any case, they see that it's the future of gaming, and yet they produce nothing for it. But also because it's been a bit of a surprise for me to learn that actually in Japan, not many people have the PC at home. They can't use PCs. They don't know about it. Like the people that use the PC, if you think about, I don't know if you watch anime, no? But there's always this, I wouldn't call it nerd. It's like a genius of computers that, is like a genius. Let's investigate the case. I will try asking in 4chan. And the others say, no, it's 2chan, the English version. And they say, what is 2chan? They just don't know about it. Because computer in Japan is an hobby. People use the cell phone so much because they don't know even the basic concepts of it. Now it's of course been changing in the later days, but still they're surprisingly behind in that because they were ahead before and they didn't move in the same ways as us in technology.
The major part of the population just know how to use a game, but don't use...
No, so the point is this. Gaming in Japan is still console gaming. And of course that limits VR, because consoles don't have the power to do VR. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, absolutely. That's it. If you watch anime and you see people playing a game, it's 100% of the times a console game. No ways around it.
There's a place in Padova where you can go and play games with a PC. So there is a room with I don't know, 20 PCs.
Yeah, like an internet cafe.
Yeah, like that, but all gaming PCs. So and they are all working on a modified, strange program. So you basically sit there. There are a lot of icons like games. You push on one icon and play that game.
So you don't have to understand the use of the PC, of course.
Yeah, exactly. You just put your account of, I don't know, War Thunder. You put your account and you play.
That's a huge thing in the entire Asia, if you believe it, like Korea is full of these things,
Really?
and also the entire Southeastern Asia. There's a player that comes and play in my stream that was supposed to come this morning, that probably couldn't for some reason, and he plays always from one of these places. You can tell by the racket you hear in the background, and there's a lot of noise all the time. In any case, that's one possible future also. Yeah, like an internet cafe of old, but
Yeah.
not to use internet just to play. They're
Yeah,
like
you
the
don't have to
arcades
know
of the future. The
how
arcades
to
of the
use a
future.
computer. You just
Yeah.
have to push a button
No,
and
no,
play
I
the
know.
game.
I know. There's a chain of them in Korea that is huge, but also in Korea, internet cafes were
Hmm.
ages ago. They always look in that direction, possibly for the same reason as Japan. I don't know. There's similar cultures in my respect. It's possible they also don't have computers at home. It's possible. I don't know Koreans as well as I know Japanese, but about the Japanese, it's true. It's surprisingly true. You wouldn't believe it.
Ooh, I've just found a Chaika. You know the Chaika, the Russian biplane.
Ah, no.
It's a Russian biplane where you can retract the come si chiama il
The
carrello?
gear.
The
The
gears.
landing
You
gear.
can retract the gears and they go really fast.
Cool.
But this player hasn't
Hasn't
retracted
rotated the
gear,
gear.
so he's going so slow.
I guess it's not that advanced.
Yeah.
Okay, I just shot down a huge bomber earlier. Now a fighter of the ESCON. I don't know what its name. It was surprisingly, really, that I could shoot down such a big bomber with a biplane. But it was a cool scene. Now I got a resupply, if I can, because actually I'm a bit damaged, predictably. I will try to return to base. I'm here.
Copy.
We got separated. Of course, it
Oh.
happens with biplanes. They're so damn slow. It's difficult to rejoin once. But we were been talking, so it was fun to play together nonetheless.
Poor I-15. He was fighting without gears.
Yeah, indeed, it seems like a bad idea. Ah, I saw it go to the ground. Yeah, so possibly I'm in front of you right now.
I'm here.
Ah, yes, we're meeting. I gotta go to the base. My engine is a bit
Copy,
damaged.
copy. Let's go.
Ah,
It
you're
will take
returning.
10 minutes to go to the base, but we have to.
Indeed, unfortunately, that's the thing with vibrants. Oh, but it's
I'm
worth
just
it. Huh?
hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping that all players go out and the match ends. Just because, yeah, biplanes are fun, but with a lot of players in this match.
There's not many. Fortunately, there's a lot of preconception. People don't understand how fun the biplane can be.
Yeah, I had some good matches like some months ago. With the
No,
British.
well, one day I played with the entire gang, all Nix's friends. We were like 5 people, so with biplanes in a full match was probably one of my best 400 experiences ever. To do cooperative operations in biplanes is the coolest thing because you go slow, you have to watch for friendly fire, you have these chases that last a long time. It was a lot of fun. Biplanes
Yeah,
are
yeah,
probably
yeah.
some of the most fun you can have in this game. Unfortunately, people don't know about it. They
Yeah,
probably
unfortunately.
even skip the grind in arcade mode just to play simulation with tier 2 or 3. And it's a shame because the biplanes are a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So if you want, we can go out after this landing.
Ah, yeah, I'm also almost out of time, unfortunately. Today I couldn't play as long because I had to start later.
Oh, no problem.
I'll play again in about 5 hours, and Nix will be there 100%. Maybe someone
Okay,
else.
maybe in the afternoon.
I play at 2:30, 3 o'clock of the afternoon, more or less.
Perfect.
No,
Maybe
no.
I have some friends that are on quarantine.
That would be amazing. The more, the merrier.
And they are really good players.
Even
you know,
better. So we will ruin the
Casper,
score.
he just make 10 kills, 0 death, like that. Easy.
Ah, well, good.
Yeah.
Let's all go together. Will be very fun.
Yeah, it's not always fun to play with really good players just
True,
because they kill
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
They kill everything they see, and you are
In
just.
fact, that's the reason I love playing with Nix so much. He's a very generous player. Many times he lets me get the kill. He's a great strategist and also he doesn't care for the score. That's probably the most mature aspect of any gamer. You don't see many. He said it outright many times. I don't care for the score when I'm playing with others as long as I have fun. It seems like the very easy outlook to maintain, no? Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? And yet, maybe sometimes I fail at that aspect. I always try to go for the kill. It's difficult to reach that state. very zen-like.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can see his experience.
Maybe he just wanted to make the stream interesting, so more people can watch and more people
True,
can
yeah.
play.
No, but he's a great teacher. Probably he also streams when we play together.
Yeah, yeah, I know,
He
I follow
thinks
him.
about yeah. I know you follow him in that. He thinks about teaching while he's streaming. I think it's a different way for streaming than what I
Yeah,
still try to do because I wouldn't be good enough probably to teach
I've
the
tried to
game.
do that thing on the Italian community, and the support was really good. So a lot of people write to me and said, "Oh, please make
Uh
another,
huh.
explain things." Yeah, yeah. So I've do that another time, and no one watched it.
No, I know. You have to be annoying with streaming. You have to keep posting and posting the same thing again and again. And you will get some people angry at you because they say, but I see you all the time. Yeah, like that's the point, man. Unless you
Exactly.
see me all the time, no one will come and watch my stream. But also, I think when you're streaming simulation games, you're a bit justified in being annoying because there are not like there's many streamers that play these games. I don't
Yeah,
think I've
exactly.
seen them. So why would
I
you
think
even
that
complain?
In Italy, there are you, me, and nothing else streaming.
I think the same. I can go even more extreme than that because I can say that I'm probably the only VR streamer in the world that plays simulator games every day. I haven't seen any other one.
Yeah, yeah, I think too. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I have never seen another streamer of Sturmovik also, case in point. So yeah,
Maybe in the global community.
there
Oh my
must
god.
be. I don't know. Not on Twitch in any case. On Twitch there's no. But on Twitch you can only play the popular games in any case. It's useless
Yeah, exactly.
to stream simulators on Twitch. Completely
It's
useless.
better to stream on Facebook or YouTube.
What do you mean you can only play the popular games on Twitch? You
Who's
can
this? Hey,
stream
hello.
whatever you want.
It's the
Hi.
truth, man. It's the truth. I
Oh my
cannot
god,
see
you
the
went,
overlay.
hey, hello, I'm sorry, you just did a perfect Mario.
I did a perfect Mario. What did I do? I did a perfect Mario. Mamma mia.
Hello.
Mamma mia.
Hello.
Buongiorno. Benvenuto.
I mean, what do you mean
Like,
you can only stream
nice
the popular
landing.
games on Twitch?
Who is it? I cannot see the name.
I
Ah,
think
Zagrosect.
if you try to stream
Zagrosect.
War Thunder
Ah, it's you,
Simulator.
man. I remember you. We played Elite Dangerous together.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, now he's doing the Mario voice.
Oh, god damn it, now I'm doing
Benvenuto.
it.
But did you ever watch my stream then, the day we played together?
Do not know. I
Zarlok
don't recall.
Gaming on Facebook, man. You gotta watch it. We have fun together. We have fun. No, I haven't played Elite Dangerous again lately because I was speaking about it with Evo here. Unfortunately, it's half empty. It seems a bit dead as a game nowadays.
What? ED?
Yeah, doesn't it?
Eh, I'm gonna do a yes and no.
Well, it
At
depends.
least the group that I play with right now is in a low.
The lack of community goals is kind of hurting it, unfortunately.
Yes, that is definitely something that is
It's very bad for the
making it.
community. It's just too big of a game universe, unfortunately.
They are not completely getting rid of community goals and what have you, albeit that there is definitely going to be a lull, and so you know they should start doing something. I think they just need to really change the system for community goals because you only ever see even when they had them, you only ever saw them if you were in the system with the goal.
No, you can't see when you when you go to the mission board. It tells you where to go for the community goal, right? Doesn't it?
I never saw a direct before they.
I used to
Even
look at
before
it.
that,
Maybe it
I
was
never
different.
saw an actual community goal even before they dropped it.
I used to do them because it was a way to meet the rest of the community, unlike
Yeah.
without them. Unfortunately, yeah, they took them out, so it's a moot point now. Guys, unfortunately, I gotta interrupt you. I gotta really run. I stretched the time that I had, and now I gotta go away. And sorry about
You
it,
got to go
Zagro.
away?
Yeah, you just came, but I had been playing for a couple of hours, and now I gotta go. So, watch the stream every one day. Follow it even. Man, we can play together. Do you play War Thunder, by the way?
No, I don't even know what it is.
Okay, that's
Oh,
a good
really?
beginning. I think he's got potential then, our collaboration in the future. But we can play then
War Thunder. Is this the one where?
World War II planes.
I
Nah.
tried playing it, and because of my vision,
Yeah, you have
it's,
some
it's,
problems
it's a
with vision.
no-go.
Nah, of
Yeah.
course. You would
Now,
have problems with it.
I got the surgery lined up. I am
Good.
taking donations
That's a
to help
good
me with the
news.
copay.
Okay, so good news, and I wish you luck. In Italy, we say
Thanks.
into the mouth of the wolf. In bocca al lupo. I hope it really improves matters. It's an Italian way of saying. Okay,
Okay.
so
the
let's
only ones
play.
here.
Let's play a D together one day. Let me know. I might play it in the weekend if you want together.
All right.
Okay. Bye Ivo. Bye Zagrosect. Gotta run
Bye.
See you
really.
later.
See you later. We play together. Okay. Bye guys. And to anyone watching, look at this. There's my friend too that might want to play in co-op with me. That's another friend that might join us in the afternoon. I'll tell him. Okay, guys. As I said, thank you for watching. Very fun session, if a bit shorter, and these afternoons will be even better. You don't want to miss it. Nix will be there, and also Ivo, which, like you just saw, is a very good player. So it will be also tough to score higher than these guys. See you later in about 5 hours. Ciao from Italy.